We are a city of very giving and compassionate people. Each and every day, people are contributing to efforts to move our community forward. Today, we would like to spotlight 4 of those efforts that have improved our city and the individuals behind those efforts. A community volunteer that helped mobilize a city on the importance of place.
The thing that motivates me to get involved with Spartanburg and quality of life projects is that I love to see the people of Spartanburg coming together and having fun. For me, being fun involves being outside, being active, and getting to meet new people. I grew up in California, but I've been here in Spartanburg for 25 years, and everybody here just seems to want to make Spartanburg a better place. There's so much good energy, and really, if you ask people, they either want to help you or they know someone else who can. The kind of people that we have here want to see things happen. They're willing to take risks, and it just takes a little bit of organization and maybe a lot of phone calls. I think quality of life projects are so important to Spartanburg because as parents, we want our kids to remember all the different things that they did in Spartanburg, in their hometown, and all the fun things that were available to them. I'm proud of all that we've accomplished here in Spartanburg, but there's still a lot of work to be done. A good place to start is by getting out and taking advantage of what's here, and then asking yourself, what is it that we're missing? How can we make Spartanburg a better place for us and for our children?
A retired businessman who established 2 coalitions to improve our natural environment.
They say that the definition of a city is a place where you cut the trees and then you name the streets after them. Spartanburg was fortunate in that Henry Pittman and the Men's Garden Club planted about 5,000 trees along the roadside in Spartanburg County. The problem was that nobody was really taking good care of those trees. And so we expanded the Kudzu Coalition into the Trees Coalition last year in October. Trees are good for everybody. Everybody benefits from trees. They do a lot of good, and trees last a long time. So what we're doing is for our heritage, or you might even say for our grandchildren. The most important thing for the citizens to know is that working on trees is fun. It's just great to walk away from a project and be able to see a difference that you made in a tree, which may be difficult for you guys to see, but this tree has been cleared of English ivy, and that's going to mean this tree will last longer, it'll live longer, and it won't sprout a whole lot of other English ivy plants from the seeds. There are lots of ways that others can be involved. First of all, working through your local groups, the neighborhoods. Get the neighborhood to talk about the trees and maybe have a tree chairman. Join the Men's Garden Club and maybe take the Master Gardener course or the Community Gardening course. That's a part of education. Get to know more about trees and how to take care of them. And then individually, come on out and help us work alongside the trees, alongside the roads, and to be able to see a tree that you've helped and you know it's going to live another 10, 15 years because of your work. And it's fun doing it.
A very successful businessman seeking a return on his investment, but discovered he returned an investment to a neighborhood.
Druid Street 30 years ago was a real nice community, individual homeowners, just a nice street for good people that want to live there. It declined when people moved and started selling their houses, and other people moved in and didn't own the houses, and made a little difference. Druid Street motivated me in a lot of different ways. After buying the first house, I got real excited about Druid Street and thought I could change the world by fixing all the houses up and moving them in. There are a lot of people doing other things. I think that I was probably the only one who had the nerve to try a whole street. Remodeled them, made a better place for the tenants, a better place for the children to play in backyards and front yards, and a good neighborhood for people who want to live in this area. It helps the city by cleaning up the neighborhood, providing better homes for the people who lived on the street. I think there's an opportunity for all of us who own property to remodel, clean up their property and make nicer homes and easier to rent if it's a nice place.
A Spartanburg native that returned to her hometown and inspired a neighborhood to get active and involved.
I moved back to Spartanburg from Florida in March of 2007 after being away from here for about 32 years. I got involved and accepted a leadership role in my neighborhood, one because of my upbringing, and then my real estate experience, and then my experience as a military spouse. I'd gotten used to a close-knit community where people helped each other and they maintained a neat and orderly surrounding. The improvements in the South Converse Street Park has instilled a greater sense of pride in the residents, and it has given them a safe environment for the children to play and for them to plan family activities. The greatest expression of leadership is to lead by example. And for me, it means making a difference and to create a positive change and getting involved and getting others involved even when they don't want to. The improvements in the South Converse neighborhood has supported the city's vision of cleaner and safer neighborhoods in order to draw more people to downtown Spartanburg. And I would encourage other neighborhoods to get on board in order that we will have a greater Spartanburg.
There are a multitude of things that make Spartanburg a special place to live. I would argue at the top of that list are the people of our great city.